The set of steps performed by a computer to get information from the raw data is known as the working principle of a computer, that is known as IPO cycle. IPO cycle, that means IPO, input processing output system, that is performed by the working principle of a computer. Now I am going to take a next line, that is the first step of the working principle of the computer. I am going to start the first step. What should be the first step? First step, get data and instruction from a user. I have already said you that three type of, that is input, processing, outputs mean the working principle of a computer. On the three basis concept that computer are using, the first step is that get data and instruction from the user. While user can give the data and instruction to the computer, then computer can process the some instruction to the computer, and after that it will give the output results. So second step is that process the data according to the instruction. According to our instructions, the computer can process our data. While we are going to calculate some data, then computer should be a calculations. And while we are giving some instruction to the computer, they can perform some tasks about on their according to their instructions. So first step is that to get data and instruction from a user, and second step is that process the data according to instruction, that is known as IP, and O, that is means O. The third steps, give information results. Give after getting some data instruction from the user, they can process second step, and third step is that give the information, that is means results. Computer can give the output to the user. Structure of working principle of a computer. Now I am going to that IPO cycle and working principle of a computer. I am going to show you some structure. By structure you can know clearly. So first there is a user. The user can operate the computers. After that, after operating the computer, the user can give some inputs to the computer. After giving the inputs, the computer can process the data here. After processing the data here, the computer can give the output to the user. And one more thing is here. After user is giving instruction to the computer and computer is processing output to the user, they can get the user. Sometimes we should have to store some data for our next processing. While we are storing some data for next see here. Next topic is storage. It is the main part of the computer. While we are storing some data, how can the user can input the data in the computers? This is the cycle of the IPO. This is the IPO cycle, that user can input the data and process the data. After that, give the output. That output we can store also to the hard disk for our long time period. We can access some data from their storage device. So storage is also important parts. So I have added their storage for a better knowledge. Now I am going to input. What do you mean by input? I am describing one by one, step by step, all the things here. What do you mean by input? Input means the data and instruction feed to the computers by the users are known as input. Always input can give by the users. Input can give by the users and accepted by the computers. So input is the most important for the users. And input can give by the users and accepted by the computers. Now For example of the input devices, what are the input devices? What devices we can give the input to the computers? For example, keyboard, mouse, scanner, light pen, microphone, etc. Processing. Second step is processing. The processing means treating the data according to instruction is known as processing. Treating the data, which data I have given to the computers, that can be treated by the computer according to the instructions. Our instructions, according to our questions, computer can give the answer. So processing can do the treating according to our data or questions. So that is only done by the CPU, Central Processing Unit. That is known as a central processing unit. This is the main processor of the computer that can only process the computer by the computers. This is known as the central processing unit. In the short form, we can say that the CPU. Now, the last part of the processing is that output. Output means the result or the final outcome produced by the computer is known as output. I think you already know about that, class 7 or 8. The result or final outcome. Outcome means the computer given out through for the users, produced by the computers is known as output or information. You can also say that the information. That output devices, we can take some output results by the, for example, is given monitor. We have already practicals on our school. In our school, there is a monitor. You can see there, and a speaker, printer, plotter, television, radio. These are the examples of our output devices. Okay. Now, last part of the IPO cycle is storage that I have added here. The storage unit store data, information, and programs permanently. The storage unit, why we are storing some data? The storage unit store the data, information, what the data we have stored in the system, that is called the information, and the programs permanently. How they can stored? And for example is that, see here, example is hard disk. We have already study about the hard disk, that is DVD, CD. This is the oldest, and pen drive is the now we are using the pen drive, etc. Store data, information, and programs permanently. Permanently it can store. While we are not deleting data, they can store permanently for in these devices. Now RAM. Once more is a RAM. That is using for the computers. Random access memory, store data. Random access memory, store data, information, and programs temporarily. Why RAM? The work of the RAM is that to flash any things. This flashing is done by the RAM. This flashing is done by the RAM. So these all are we are seeing here. These all are flashing. These graphical things are done by the RAM. So RAM is the temporary unit. When we can shut down the computers, it's deleted all the data. So it is the temporary devices. So now we are going to start some next topic, that is characteristics of computer. Characteristics of computers means that what is the characteristics of computer? What is that? That is the first is the speed. Speed. What is a speed? And I will describe later. First we know about the characteristics of computer: speed, accuracy, storage, diligence, versatility, and reliability. Speed, accuracy, storage, diligence, versatility, and reliability. These are the characteristics of computer. Speed. What do you mean by speed? Now see here. Speed. A computer is very fast device. Computer is very fast device. We already know the large complex problem we can solve within a minutes and seconds. So computer is a very fast device. It can perform tasks in few seconds. It can perform the tasks in very few seconds. These speeds of the computer is measured in the unit is that is known as the MIPS. That is known as the MIPS is the short form, and the full form of the MIPS is million instructions per seconds. What is the full form of MIPS? MIPS is million instructions per seconds. So the speed of the computer is measured in the unit is MIPS, that is million instruction per seconds. Now, million instruction per second means, what is million instruction per second? How it is measured? 1 by thousands of a seconds is measured in a million milliseconds. Sorry, this is the first is the milliseconds, and second is a microseconds. Microseconds means 1 million of a seconds is measured in a microseconds. After that, nanoseconds. In nanoseconds, 1 billion of a seconds are measured in a nanoseconds, and after that, picoseconds. Picoseconds is measured in a 1 trillion seconds of a is measured in a picoseconds. These are the format of the speeds which we can use in the characteristics. Our new syllabus, these are not given, but we should have to know about this. This is the very knowledgeable things for your better knowledge of the fundamentals, so you can write also. Now the second topic is our accuracy. We have read the accuracy. What is accuracy? Computers are very accurate machine. While we are giving some instructions, they can give the processed output to us. How they can process? If we can give the wrong input to the computer, they can give the wrong output to the us. So we always try to give the right input to the computer, so computer can perform the task should be right. The instruction should be accurate, and the computer does the desired function. While we can give the instructions in the computer, that should be accurate. Then the computer does the required functions. Desired functions. When the instruction is wrong, the result will be ambiguous or spasht. That means ambiguous means aspasht. So that in Nepali word is aspasht. If we give when the instruction is wrong, the result will be ambiguous. Such an ambiguity is termed as a gigo. That is not the term as a gigo. What such a ambiguity is termed as a gigo. Gigo means garbage in and garbage out. What we give, that we take. That is mean what we give and that we take. So garbage in and garbage out. Okay.